Disclaimer, this video was made for a school book report. It was cool, so I decided to upload it to YouTube, I guess. If you are easily bored by the topic of books, then don't exit the video. Watch it, subscribe, and like it. If you don't, then I don't really care. I just appreciate it. Anyways, on with the video.
Hey guys, it's me, Ethan. Since I'm always submitting videos for these projects, I decided to switch it up a bit and make an animation. It's gonna be quick though, because animation takes time, and at the time that I'm animating this, the book report is due very soon. So let's just get into it. What are we waiting for? So, what book are we looking at? Today, we will be looking at The One and Only Bob, the sequel to The One and Only Ivan. A few of you may remember me doing that book for a different book report.
Look at this! I have skills. Watch this. Oh, yeah. Look at my trunk. What are you looking at?
So it only makes sense to do the sequel. This book was written by Catherine Applegate, the same author that wrote Animorphs. This book was published by HarperCollins Publishers in 2020. I bet you're just dying to know what this book is about, so let's see who this Bob character is and why his story is important. Bob used to be a stray dog, but now he is in the house of Julia, a little girl who loves to draw, her dad, George, and her mom, Sarah. One time, Julia, Bob, and the rest of her family went to the zoo to see Ivan, Bob's gorilla friend, and Ruby, Bob's elephant friend. Bob was put on a wall separating the gorilla section from the elephant section so that he could talk to Ivan and Ruby. However, a storm started swarming in, and Bob was caught in a tornado. After he was out of the tornado, he needed to find his way back to where Ivan and Ruby were to see if they were okay. He found them, and they were fine. Bob ran over to a local animal shelter to see if anyone else was there, but ended up getting caught by animal control. It also just so happened that the animal shelter he was in started to flood. The man put him in a cage, and just a few minutes later, Bob's long-lost sister, Boss, was found and put in the same cage as Bob. The shelter kept on filling up with water, until Ivan and Ruby busted in and saved all of them. Boss then explained that there was a puppy that she used to take care of who was taken away in a tornado. Bob ended up saying that he'll go find him. He found the dog on top of a car floating in a lake. Bob jumped onto the car, grabbed the dog in his teeth, and jumped back to land. As he sat there, waiting for a human to come by, Julia and George's car started pulling up near the place that Bob was. Bob ran back to the car with the dog. Boss ended up finding Bob, and she said that Bob could keep the dog with him. Bob and the dog, which he called Rowdy, then lived a happy life back at their home. This story takes place in the present. The settings are Julia's house, the zoo, the street, and the animal shelter. Now let's meet the characters. Bob. Bob used to be a stray dog. He was then adopted by Julia's family. He likes to come by the zoo every once in a while to see Ivan and Ruby. He is scrappy, soft, but tries to act tough. Ivan. Ivan is a silverback gorilla. A silverback is a gorilla that is supposed to be responsible for protecting their family. He is gentle, friendly, strong, and he likes to make art. Ruby. Ruby is a baby elephant. She shared a cage with her friend Stella when she was locked at a mall circus. Ruby is curious, friendly, and always enjoys a good story or joke from time to time. Boss. Boss is the older sister of Bob. She was left to travel in the wild before she was caught by animal control. Bob's owners are Julia, the daughter, George, the father, and Sarah, the mother. The conflict of the story is character versus nature, because Bob goes to visit Ivan and Ruby at the zoo until he is caught in a tornado and has to find his friends and family again. The quote that I chose from this story is, "Maybe it's easier to forgive others once you've learned to forgive yourself." In this book, Bob learns to cherish those who are in his life, because if they make a mistake and you don't forgive them, you may never be able to forgive them again. The theme of this book is courage. Throughout the book, Bob has to fight through the storm to find his friends and family. He is determined, courageous, if you will. I give this book a 5-star rating because it is interesting, emotional, and you can easily get invested within the story. And the characters? I love them. Mwah! A+. Well, that was my book report on the one and only Bob. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you whenever.